welcome to Kitchen Basics 101, where I teach you the bare bone basics as if you've never cooked a day in your life from the perspective of a mom. Rare nighttime sighting of me in the kitchen. I don't usually do this at night. I don't usually do it when people are in the house, but there's been a request for brownies, so we're gonna make brownies. And the shadow on my face is a pan. It's a pan that hangs down right here. Step one is I bought some dark chocolate, the Pound Plus from Trader Joe's. The best, right? You could use milk chocolate if you want to, but I think that dark chocolate is supposed to be like the better option. And I suppose you could buy like chocolate chips also to do this, but we're making brownies and I want to use like real chocolate. So I'm gonna chop up here. Hopefully, I think I'm gonna use a different knife. This knife is not doing it. Let's try this knife. But to be fair, this dark chocolate from Trader Joe's is really like tough stuff. But we're gonna melt it. So I'm just cutting it up enough that it's like meltable. And I'm gonna do a cup of dark chocolate. And I'll be back. Okay, I'm shooting for like about a cup or 190, 200-ish grams of dark chocolate, and then I've got a half a cup of butter. I've seen a ton of brownie recipes on TikTok, so I'm riffing off of some of those. This is not like my original brownie recipe. This is a combination of a bunch of ones that I've seen on TikTok, and I'm just trying to kind of riff off of it. But I don't bake a lot, so this is not an original TheJenGLV classic or anything. So about a cup of dark chocolate with a half a cup of butter, and we're just going to put this on low heat and stir until it gets good and melted. Chocolate burns pretty easy, so make sure that this is on low heat. I mean, you could also do it on a double boiler if you were worried, but we're just going to do it on low heat and just stir it and watch it until it becomes creamy and smooth. Okay, once it's silky smooth and melted, then we're just going to leave it, turn the heat off, and let this cool. Because before we can add it to our brownie mixture, it has to be completely cooled so we don't scramble our eggs. While we wait for our chocolate to cool, we're going to start making our batter up. So we need to start with 3 eggs. I'm going to use my mixing bowl, but you know, you could do it by hand. You could use a hand mixer. It's like a little ding in my bowl. It sucks. 3 eggs. I'm going to crack them right in here because there's nothing else in here. But usually I recommend that you crack them into another vessel and then put them into your mixing bowl. But I don't want to get too much else dirty. I already dirtied the kitchen quite a bit today. Okay, here's my 3 eggs in the bowl. Don't tip it too far, it might spill. I'm going to do a half a cup of white sugar. Regular, just plain. I always use cane sugar, so it's like unbleached cane sugar, but any kind of just white regular sugar. Let's see if I can get it out of here. Half a cup. And a half a cup of packed brown sugar. There it is. You got 3 eggs. We got our white sugar. We've got our brown sugar. And then you're going to beat this on like, oh, let me plug it in. There we go. I start off with low just to get it combined, but I'm going to beat this on medium until it becomes like paler in color and completely combined. I'll show you. Okay, that looks pretty good, nice and pale. Now I'm going to add vanilla, and if you used unsalted butter, I would add a pinch of salt, but I used salted butter, so I'm not going to. I'm using vanilla bean paste, but you can just use vanilla extract, and I would do about 2 teaspoons, maybe a little less in there. Then it should be unsweetened like cocoa powder, but my Insta shopper bought sweetened. So these are going to be extra sweet. It should be unsweetened cocoa powder, but you know what? We'll work with what we got. So I'm going to sift it. I'm going to do a 1/4 cup because we already have all that good dark chocolate in there. So I'm going to do a 1/4 cup of the cocoa powder. And then I'm going to do a half a cup of flour, which I know is not a lot of flour, but you know, we want like fudgy brownies, right? That's the goal. So like around a half a cup of flour. And then we're just gonna give that a sift through our sifter. I'm gonna have to press the cocoa powder because it was sweetened, and so it has lumpies from sugar and other things. Got the mixer on. I know that might make it a little blurry for you guys, but I'm gonna slowly add in the chocolate that has cooled off because I don't want to cook my eggs in this process. Absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm gonna leave it on low, super low, and I'm just gonna slowly add in my dry ingredients. I'm sorry, I know it gets blurry for you guys. Until it is combined. Don't overmix. We're gonna have it just come together. Okay, you always gotta do that last little mix by hand because you gotta scrape down the sides of the bowl and make sure you get to the bottom and just give it one last fold to make sure everything is completely combined. Gorgeous, stunning. Tempted to put chocolate chips in it. Baking dish, like a lasagna, 13 by 9. And I just crumpled up my parchment paper and I put it in there. I'm gonna pour the batter into there. Oh, look at the fudgy goodness. Who's excited? You gotta get it all. You gotta get it all out of there. Okay, I spread it up the best I could. I think I'm gonna cut off some of this parchment paper because it's kind of messing with my vibe. Okay, that's better. Now I'm gonna pop this in a 350-degree oven for like 20-ish minutes. I'll keep an eye on it. My oven's got some hot spots. It's not doing its best. So hopefully we won't burn them. Be back. Okay, fam, it is late. And they're not like cool all the way down, but they're cool enough that we can get them out of the pan and give them a taste. But I gotta go to bed. Don't you love this? I love that. We love to see a clean pan like that. All right, let's pull the parchment. Let's give them a slice. I feel like they needed chocolate chips, no? Oh, falling apart. Maybe should have let them cool a little bit more. But it's okay. Most important part, right? Taste test. So it's crackly top and like fudgy inside. Oh my god, they're so good. Oh, this is dangerous. Because this was so easy. And they are so good. Mmm. We could have put chocolate chips in them. For sure. But they're like super moist on the inside. And then have that like a crackly top. 10 out of 10 recommend. Definitely make them.